Alright guys, it's time to talk about Optimism or OP on the channel for the first time since this candle all the way back here December 12th, guys. So basically we got a rejection here at the top of this Fibonacci and we fell all the way back to the low, which was, when was this? This was 54.5 cents on the 7th of April. And we had another low back here, guys. Let me just zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. This was, what, 57.3. So we created a W pattern here in the end, and we have broken the neckline. The neckline sits, let's just say, at about 85 cents, guys. So we have broken that, and now I have measured this, and pretty much the target of this is about $1.10. So it is getting a little bit of a pullback right now. Let me zoom in so you can see this. I do think it's probably going to pull back all the way to about 82 cents, maybe 83 cents before it gets that bounce, guys. And it does have to retest this neckline. That's what I think. So, yeah, it is looking good. You can see we did make a little bit higher low here. So, yeah, that actually is a W pattern. So, usually W patterns come from a long downtrend, and then you have this W, and then boom. So, that's what we're getting right now, guys. Now, I want to take a look at the MACD on a weekly time frame, guys. This is actually looking pretty good. It's about to cross to the upside. It's about as low as it's ever been, which was back in like August of 24. And basically, you know, it's slightly higher. But yeah, it looks like it's going to start printing some green candles here on the weekly time frame. Daily time frame, it actually is starting to print some green. Basically, it's right at zero, guys. We can just say the neutral territory. If we go back into history, let's just look at the whole chart here. Now the high is up here at about what point? Let's just say 0.5. So it has a long way to run. The local high even was at 0.23. So yeah, I think we're going to see Optimism bounce really hard here. Now looking at the Stochh and the RSI, I just want to take a look at that real quick. Now on the monthly time frame, this has just really started to print. It is turning to the upside and it is very low, guys. So that is very good on the Stochh. Now on the RSI, it is slightly pointed to the upside, and it's as low as it's ever been. So actually not bad there. Now the weekly time frame is coming up pretty heavily on the Stochh. Also is pointed up on the RSI here, so that looks good. On the daily time frame, getting a little bit overbought now. Yeah, that can be expected with 3 mega candles to the upside. Pointed down on the RSI. Just avoided being overbought, so it's still in neutral territory, but it is coming down. Now, lower term time frames, 4 hour, coming down pretty heavily on the Stochh, and just kind of flirting with being overbought here on the RSI. So yeah, I do expect this will probably come down a little bit more before turning back up on the Stochh, though. 1 hour, yeah, pretty much it looks like it's hit its bottom, wants to come back up here. The RSI looks like it also wants to start turning back to the upside as well. Now 15-minute time frame looks, it's pointed down on the RSI, but it's in neutral territory, so that's okay. But it does look like this wants to cross back down to the to the downside here. Maybe do something a little bit like this. As you can see, it kind of is mirroring it a little bit. So yeah, we may get back into oversold territory on the 15-minute time frame. But anyways, longer term time frame, guys, looks excellent, I think, for Optimism. I do think this is going to surge in the long term. Maybe in the short term, though, like I said, we might get a little bit of a cool off here. And, but that, that can be expected. I mean, look at all these 4 hour candles, guys. And we only had like 1, 2, 3, 4. And, right now we're flirting with, the 5th red candle. In multiple candles since May 7th. Now, taking a quick look at Optimism and the tokenomics, guys, basically it has a max supply of 4.29 billion. And circulating is actually very low. So that's, this is a nice number to see. So yeah, that is excellent in my opinion. Now, all-time high was almost at $5, guys. So you're getting about an 82% discount at the moment, which again, that's pretty good. At least it's not like a 98, 97, 96% discount, because those coins right now, if you're still sitting at that level, guys, you're probably not going to see the all-time high. But this one, 82% down, I do believe it will see $5 again, and probably, higher. I think Optimism, in my opinion, guys, I think this is a $10 to $12 coin this cycle. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, it is getting another little cool down, but yesterday we did surge up a bit, and yeah, I will show you the CME gap in a little while. I think it's a very small gap, though, at the moment, but it's okay if this comes back down, you know. Now, we can always get a little wick here, and if we do close the candle above 104,580, that would be best case scenario, because tonight we should seal the Sunday to Monday, the weekly candle. So let's see what happens. But again, if we do hold a candle over 103,381, that's the first candle that we have really, you know, retested and sealed. Now yesterday, okay, we did close the candle here, but we didn't retest it. So retesting this would be the best, you know, case scenario, and then get a bounce. So yeah, now let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin Reserve Monitor. It's still the same. Nothing has really changed since the other day. So you do have New Hampshire and Arizona as Bitcoin reserves. Now, Ethereum, the best case scenario here. Let's look at this real close. We do need to close above 25, basically let's just say 2,500. We'll round it, maybe 2,510, because that's where, you know, it says 2,506 here. But yeah, this is the line basically on a weekly time frame that we need to close. Now, this is a daily time frame I'm showing you this in, but if we look at this on a weekly time frame, you can see we are getting a little bit of a resistance there. But hey, we did, you know, get above this long-term trend line. We are above this Fibonacci. We are above 2356. So we have taken out a lot of resistances this week. We even took out 2130. We took out 1854, and you know, we took out the parallel channel here as well. So Ethereum has done a lot of work, but most ideal situation would be above, you know, 2,500 or so. Now, the total market cap, you can see it did hit a resistance up here at 1.25 trillion, but it has come down and actually retest 1.19 and is getting a little bit of a bounce here. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see this a little bit better. So we're just kind of sandwiched between here. We may do something like this, you know, in the next like few days, we can say, but we have to wait and see what happens, guys. So yeah, right now we have retested and we gotten a rejection, you know, up here at 1.25 as well. So still, you know, it's no telling where this is going, but yeah, I do think this week will tell a lot. I think Monday could be almost nothing, you know, as to the total market cap. Probably it'll be a little bit dead tomorrow, but yeah, we'll get into the economic data in a bit. Now, the dominance is getting a little bit of a bounce today, so you can see we had 3 massive candles to the downside for the dominance. We took out this trend line, which extends back, you know, a couple of months really. We did take out this kind of cycle high, and I mean the cycle high that we made on February 3rd, guys, because that was one of the biggest surges that we ever saw in Bitcoin history. Now, if we do take out this trend line here, this is like a 2.5-year trend line. Great, but I want to see us below 60.46. That would be, I think, when we can kind of celebrate. Now, the CME gap, guys, it is at 103,635. So remember that. Right now we are just a couple of $100 above that, so that is actually pretty good. We don't want to get too far away from this before, you know, the markets open tomorrow on Monday. Now, the dollar index did close on Friday, and basically it found support on 100.386. So it is trending up, and you know, a weaker dollar means a stronger Bitcoin. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, the liquidation heat map, it's, you know, 475 million have been wrecked, guys. Pretty much equal on both sides. You can see down here, yeah, it's only like a $5 million difference, which is nothing. The fear and greed sitting at 70. Also yesterday was a 70, so it's basically the same. Now, I did refresh this right before the video, guys, and it is a 31. It went down from 33 to 31. So yeah, and you know, the dominance is bouncing up, so that's why. But yeah, I'm surprised still it is a little bit lower, just because we got 3 massive candles and we didn't really change that much. But yeah, we're sitting at 31. Now, the sell at the top indicators, 0 from 30 have been hit. The best indicator, the Pi Cycle top indicator, guys, still, in my opinion, looks like it wants to curve back up. So I do think, you know, over time in the next few months here, we're going to see this start moving towards each other, and eventually it will cross. Now, the economic calendar this week, guys, pretty much nothing on Monday, but Tuesday is very important with CPI. Wednesday, not so much, just a couple of speakers again, but Thursday is a massive day, guys. We do have PPI, we got jobless claims, we got manufacturing numbers, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking, we got the Fed Vice Chair speaking, we have industrial production, so it's a huge day, guys. Now, Friday, not really much is important. We do have Michigan numbers, but sometimes if they're wildly off, guys, it can really affect Bitcoin. We did see this a couple of months ago. Affect Bitcoin, so keep that in mind. Now, the next Fed FOMC meeting is in about 38 days, guys, but again, 83% believe we're not getting a cut, so keep that in mind as well. But 17% do believe we're going to get a cut. Now, crypto bubbles today, things are starting to cool down a little bit, guys. But yeah, you can see Arbitrum. I just made a video on that yesterday. That's still looking good. OP, one of the bigger bubbles, so that's fine. Uniswap, Gala, Near, IMX, great. So yeah, I mean, it's still looking pretty good. A lot of these, 2, 3, 4, 5% down have massive days recently. Anyways, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinondo. And yeah, I do have Bitcoin here, so you can see there's like 60 deals. You can do this for any coin, basically. You can do it for Optimism, Arbitrum. So yeah, just check this out. Be sure you don't lock it up for too long, guys. You don't want to get stuck in a position that you can't sell when you're ready to sell. And do be aware of limits and things. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and take a look at some of the deals I have below in the description. I do have Moodix there as well, guys, and this measures news. If you want to become a member of the channel, I will put you in the Telegram where I will forward most of these measurements. Now, keep in mind, Moodix also does like charts and statistics and things like this, and it's not just about these measurements. It's also about, those things I just mentioned. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.